And people aren't seeing that, right? And so every 4 years we're voting for change. Maybe it'll come from over here. Maybe it'll come from over here. These people are disappointing. Let me try the other guys. It's not happening though, right? Things just keep getting progressively worse and worse and worse for the American people, and these issues that are actually affecting people's lives, not things like gay marriage, not things like transgender people just existing, but the housing market, the cost of eggs, all the layoffs that are happening, things are getting demonstrably and tangibly worse for the American people, and people are tired, and I think that is why we're seeing this outrage happening. And I think that's why whenever Congress people say things like, just quoting the Bible as if that's going to be enough for you, it is not enough for most people, and it should not be enough for most people.
Not at all. Yeah, and you're totally right. We're going to do it tomorrow on the show, but I just saw a big New York Times thing of people bracing for prices to be raised, and the fact that they're starting to spend less because they're worried about their job being lost or not being able to afford things in the future. That's having ripple effects throughout the economy. This is how you get a recession. And I just want everyone to bear in mind, like, at least Elon Musk was honest after the election. He was like, yeah, no, there's going to be some suffering. So he was honest to that extent. But I will remind everyone, he's not going to feel it. He's not going to suffer. Donald Trump isn't going to suffer. Mark Alford isn't going to suffer. The other dude, whose name I've already forgotten and I'm probably never going to remember, in California, they're not going to suffer. They're fine. They're doing okay. They're going to get cushy jobs after this because they delivered for their donors, those who actually own their party and own them. But for regular Americans, regular conservatives too, you're the one who's going to be paying the price. And again, like, you don't have to admit that you were conned necessarily. Like, I don't demand that of anyone. But just, want better for yourself. Want better for your family. Just because you voted for a guy or voted for a party doesn't mean you need to do it next time. Doesn't mean you have to continue to support him. The MAGA hat that you bought, that you put on your head, that goes into a drawer, never to be seen again. Super easy. I'm not going to point it out. Normalize leaving the cult, I think. And let's try to invite people back to sanity and rationality if they're ready to make that trip.
I got help to push back.
I got help to push back. Lybalvi helps us push back against bipolar 1. Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Lybalvi is not approved for elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Samidorphan, a medicine in Lybalvi, can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing with or without drowsiness, feel faint, very dizzy, or